Hey everyone, in this video we'll learn about series and partial sums. So first let's go ahead and draw a sequence. So let's open up our curly brackets. Let's say we have this sequence 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11. And here this is a finite sequence because there's no ellipsis at the end, there's no 3 dots, and there are only 3 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's talk about what a series is. A series is the sum of all terms in the sequence. Of all terms of a sequence. That's what a series is. So we have our sequence over here. This sequence right here, let's call it sequence A. So we call it sequence A. What is the series of A? So series of A, what would that be? Well, the series is the sum of all terms in a sequence. So all we have to do is add up every term in the sequence. So that would be 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11. And if you add all those up, that's 35. So the series of A is 35. That would be the series of the sequence. Now, let's say we had a different sequence. So let's open up our curly brackets. Let's say we had 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, ... So it's the same thing we had before, except this time we have an ellipsis at the end. So that means that this is an infinite sequence. It goes on forever. There are an infinite amount of terms. How do we find the series of this? Well, let's take a look. If we try adding it up, so let's add 3 first. 3 plus, and then next is 5, so 5, and plus the rest of them, 7 plus 9 plus 11, plus, but there are an infinite number of terms in here. What comes next in this? If you can already see the pattern, it's plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. So you can guess that the next term in this sequence is 13, and the next term would be 15, 17, so on. But this goes on forever. So the issue is that we're adding numbers forever. We never stop adding numbers, and the more numbers we add, the bigger it gets. So the series over here, it tends towards infinity. It has an infinite sum. So we can't actually find the series of this sequence right here, because the more and more numbers we add, the greater the sum becomes. So we can't take the series of the sequence, but we can take the partial sum. So we can take the partial sum. And what the partial sum is it is just, so series and partial sum. So the partial sum is just the sum of some of these terms, some of the terms of the sequence, not all of them. So partial sum we usually denote with the letter S. So let's say we have S sub 1 for this sequence, and let me go ahead and just actually copy and paste the sequence down here. That's easier to see. Put that here, and then we'll put this down here. Okay. So S sub 1 would be the first term, would be the partial sum for one of these terms. So what's the first term of the sequence? It's 3 right here. So that's simply 3. What about S sub 2? That's just the sum of the first two terms. So the first two terms are 3 and 5 right here. So that is simply 3 plus 5, which is 8. And what about S sub 4? So the sum of the first 4 terms. Well, the first 4 terms are 3, 5, 7, and 9. So all we have to do is add those up. 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. So 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 plus 9 is 24. So the partial sum of the first term, or the first singular term is 3, the first two terms is 8, and the first four terms is 24. And that's how partial sums work. Now, let's actually use a different sequence to illustrate this. Let's say we have this sequence, 1, 3, 9, 27, ... So this is an infinite sequence because we have the ellipsis right here. So since this is an infinite sequence, we can take the partial sum of it. So S4, what is the partial sum of this sequence for the first four terms? All we have to do is add the first four terms, 1, 3, 9, and 27. So 1 plus 3 plus 9 plus 27. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 9 is 13. 13 plus 27 is 40. And there we go. That is the partial sum for the first four terms. So that's how series and partial sums work. I hope this video helps, and if you have any questions at all, please leave them down in the comments below, and thank you for watching.